Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Upside Dan. Thank you to the kind people at Obscured Pictures for sending me a screener for Blue Film ahead of its VOD release on June 12th. But what did I think of this controversial film? I'm going to try my best to keep this review spoiler-free, but I'm about to read the synopsis, which doesn't give away anything the trailer doesn't. When fetish camboy Aaron Eagle visits a client in exchange for $50,000, he discovers a masked man with a camera and a series of increasingly probing questions. But then the man reveals a disturbing connection to Aaron's past. The two drop their personas and gradually reveal their true desires in a seductive thriller being called one of the most daring American films of recent vintage. I actually assumed something from that synopsis that wasn't actually true, so I want to keep my review vague, although I may have to give away a detail that won't give away the whole story. First of all, Kieron Moore and Birney are phenomenal as Aaron and Hank, respectively. This film needed actors who were willing to put everything into these performances, and they found just that with Moore and Birney. The screenplay is outstanding. Blue Film is a one-location, dialogue-driven movie, and as uncomfortable as the film can make you feel, at the same time I didn't want it to end because I was so enthralled by the thought-provoking conversations and the characters. The film earns its controversial status. It's not because of the sexual scenes, it's the subject matter and who these characters are. Kieron Moore wondered, am I a bad person feeling sorry for this bad person? When he read the script, and God, does that hit home with me. Because Elliot Tuttle wrote such a compelling script with equally compelling characters, and there were times where you understand and maybe feel sympathy for Birney's character, Hank. This is where I get into a light spoiler. It's really not big and is basically revealed in the trailer. Hank is a sex offender, but what type and his role in Aaron's past may not exactly be what you expect. The fact that Tuttle can make you feel for a sex offender is a testament to the brilliant screenplay he crafted and to our lead actors who gave their whole selves to these roles. The script and the performances can even elicit empathy and or sympathy as well as an understanding for flawed and bad people, even if it's just the parts that we can all relate to as humans, while still being disgusted by the bad parts. I cried a few times during this film, and it's been on my mind since watching it. This movie is thought-provoking and raw in its exploration of perversion, sex, shame, and reckoning. It's also about loneliness and the desire to feel loved, and that doesn't always show up in healthy ways. Here, it definitely did not show up in healthy ways. Do not take this the wrong way, but I did relate to these characters in different ways. I'm not a sex offender, nor do I want to commit any crimes, but feeling shame and wondering why you are the way you are and desperately wanting to change even though you can't really hit me hard. I'm much more comfortable with my sexuality than I used to be, but I think I still have a long road ahead of me before I truly love and accept myself and not feel this deep shame about liking men. I don't feel it constantly. Sometimes I am proud of it, or I can make jokes like at the beginning of my Obsession review. Tuttle notes that it's hardly unusual to feel shame, fear, and other negative emotions about what are widely perceived to be non-sanctioned desires. And so audience members may well understand something of what Aaron and Hank are experiencing. Tuttle says, I think that all of us in some way can relate to the idea of taboo desire. I cried because of frustration, resonance, discomfort, empathy, and most times all of the above. The film is also shot well. It's one location, and I think the script and the performances are the standouts, but the directing and the camera work helps keep it engaging. One of the final scenes where these characters are most vulnerable, they light the entire sequence in blue, and I thought that worked very well. I loved the choice to sporadically insert home movies of Aaron as a child. Well, I'm assuming it is Aaron as a child. It was actually director-writer Tuttle's home videos as a child being shown. These snippets give you a visual reminder on something ingrained in the film. The loss of innocence too early in childhood. If you lost your innocence too soon, you can't get that back, and it's truly soul-crushing. Honestly, I don't have many issues with the film. I maybe wanted a little more out of Aaron as the character behind the camboy facade.
You want more?
And like I said, I felt empathy and maybe sympathy for both characters. This is just tough subject matter, so that comes with some confusion and frustration. But this film succeeds in that and being truly boundary pushing. This is going to be a hard watch for most people, but if this sparks your curiosity, I recommend it wholeheartedly. It's honestly kind of weird to recommend a film about this subject matter wholeheartedly, but I really loved this film. Blue Film gets a 4.5 out of 5 from me. That's a 4.5 out of 5 for Blue Film. If you liked what you've seen here and you want to see some more content from me, please click around here to see some other content from me. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video with the movie fans in your life. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, and come to the Upside Dan.